experience for you and you do it in 1 year. That's just the value of consultant. They make your job very easy. Now, for the third category, because human research, I call the artisans. The artisans are the ones that physically put the building together. Electrician, plumber, mason, carpenter. Electrician, plumber, mason, carpenter. Yes, they're the artisans, right? They have a hand knowledge. They're the one that physically puts your building together. Okay, your building requires blocks. You need the mason to put the block. It requires plastering. That's mason work. It requires concreting. The mason is involved. Your building requires windows, doors, carpenter, right? Depending on if you want to buy your door, if you want to make it yourself. Also, your building requires carpenters too, right? The three important people that put a structure together. Most important people are the iron bender, the carpenter, and the mason. You need formwork to give your building. The parts of your building needs to have shape. Okay, you need a carpenter. Right, your staircase, your staircase are not made of blocks, they're made of concrete. And now for you to pour concrete there, carpenters will come and put their board on this under it. See that shape that your staircase is making? Those things are boards. So it is boarded first. After it is boarded, the iron bender passes iron through it, then the mason cast. You see, I mentioned 3 people now for just that structure. I mentioned 3 iron bender, carpenter, mason. So one person it's not one person that used to build. It's not one person that used to build house. Okay, you need a couple of artisans, professionals, suppliers, all those things put together. You need to manage everything. Give a contract and divide project or whatever. So stop. So now these artisans, right? Like I said, after your building is put up together, you need the plumber. Imagine you're in a building and your building doesn't have water. How can you live in a house where you want the tap and there's no water? You go to toilet and flush and there's no water. You try to pee, there's no water. You want to wash your hands, there's no water. How can you live in a building where there's no lights? Not that everybody in your area is having light. Do you know how uncomfortable it is where you see that your neighbor has light and you yourself you don't have light? You know how painful it is. So imagine being in a building where there's no light. Imagine being in a building where there's no there's no plumbing, there's no water service. You just die. So you guys. So those guys are very important. The beauty of your house, the finishing too, the message does all these interlocks you have outside, all these stones, beautiful stones, your tiling that you put on your wall for design your bedroom, messy. So for me, these are the 3 most important categories, right? With the human resource, of course, it is experience, skill, and expertise that is being sold. So what do I mean by you can start a business from that standpoint? You can become a subcontractor, you can become a consultant and charge for it. If you're an architect, there are people that build design firms. Your job now, you can just take one part of construction and deliver a service for just that part. Just like the materials and the equipment, right? You don't need to be a contractor. Just provide design service for clients or for contractors that have clients. My clients want a 5-bedroom bungalow, a 2, 3, a 1 million story building. Design it for them. Once you design it for them, you give it to a structural engineer. He tells them how the iron is going. You design it for them, you do the finishing of the build. You can provide that as a service. As a QS, you can provide that as a service. Okay? My mom now wants to build her home. Okay, she has the land, but she was asking me how much is it going to take